Welcome to RBTL Sports Overtime right here at the Olympic Stadium. What a night it was for soccer in Montreal. I'm joined by David Hurley, co-host of Reid Between the Lines. David, you came in here, all fans came in here with expectations of Montreal. They wanted to see Montreal succeed. Ultimately, we didn't get the result we wanted, but soccer grew in North America as a whole. What a special night it was for soccer in Montreal.
Absolutely, Adam. I mean, you look at the Montreal Impact. You come into 61,000 and change to come watch the Impact play, and you had all of MLS watching, all of North America cheering on the Montreal Impact. Listen, at the end of the day, they didn't get the result that they wanted, but this was a monumental event for the Impact and for the city of Montreal. I mean, they haven't seen anything like this since 1993.
It truly was a special moment for those who were in attendance, even those watching at home. It was quite the first half. Let's go back and break that down. Talk about a great start to a soccer game. I mean, this is what you want on your home turf, to be able to send a message that we're not going to sit on this lead. We're bringing it to you, and boy, did they ever in the first 8 minutes.
Absolutely. Nacho Piatti came out on fire, and he made a nice play to come into the box, gave it up to Andres Romero, who actually made it look like he was doing an extra deke too much. But then came in and had a wonderful strike, really a touch of class for the Montreal Impact.
One of the guys with a ton of class was MLS Commissioner Don Garber, who I had a chance to catch up with and ask him what he thought about this special night. Have a listen. To look at what Montreal has done in the MLS, and their progression has been phenomenal. Is Montreal the new standard in terms of the progression that you'd love to see other expansion teams moving forward see the same success?
You know, they've done a great job. They're embedded in the community. They've got a lot of fans. I mean, couple of days to get 61,000 fans into this big building is a great accomplishment. So we like to see all of our teams sort of having their own model, and the model that the Saputos have here is working pretty well.
Last but not least, just your overall thoughts about what this game means to the MLS, particularly on the international scene in North America.
You know, it means a lot. You know, we got 45 minutes. I'm hopeful that you'll be able to show this, and you'll see how nervous I am. But getting here is a great accomplishment. We've got to get into this final every year. And I hope and even pray that we can get further.
You know, you hear Don Garber's comments about the MLS, about what this meant. The second half was not what he expected, not what the fans here at the Olympic Stadium expected. What do you think went wrong?
I mean, listen, nothing went really wrong. You saw the touch of class that Club America has. I mean, it's really a David versus Goliath. When you look at a team with a salary cap of about $50 million, where the Montreal Impact, they're close to 5. I mean, they came in, they scored a quick goal within the opening 5 minutes, and that really set the momentum completely on their way.
I had a chance of catching up with Coach Klopas at the press conference, and I asked him, I said, was the Piatti moment, right? Because Piatti missed an opportunity at the 36th minute to send this game to 2-0. I mean, it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's game over at that point.
Certain guys are going to have impact games that move you forward as a team. But more than anything, I think it's just the group coming together, and as a staff, you know, the job we did to make sure that in that short time that we can build a team, that everyone's focused on one common goal.
Do you think that could have been the game changer right there?
Well, I don't think it would have been a game changer, but it would have definitely helped the Montreal Impact. I mean, Club America did have a touch of class ahead of them. What I saw from the Montreal Impact when they missed it, it really hurt them emotionally. And you saw it in the second half when they got one goal scored against them. It was like the floodgates open. They tried to play too aggressive, played a soccer game that they can't follow with, and it really came back and hurt them.
Coach Klopas has gone the best of his players. Talk about really gelling as a team. There's been a couple players who have evolved more than others, but as a whole, Coach Klopas has gone the best of his players, and he is quite the emotional guy.
Yeah, after quite a turnaround. I mean, 12 new players on his roster. I had an opportunity to speak to Frank Klopas and some of his players. Here's what they had to say. What can you say about your team that you've gelled so fast together in over a span of 2 months, how you got yourself here?
That's the one thing I'm most proud of in a very short time with so many new players. I think to bring the right kind of players with the right attitude, mentality, character, that not only leaders on the field, but the quality. And I think more than anything is that we set certain goals, and we always talked about team and what it would take to achieve those goals. And yes, it's important to have individual talent, and for sure, because you know, players do win games, but like I told the guys, always teams win championships.
You know, it's still not sunk in, but it's tough. As I know, probably won't ever be at this stage ever again, and it's tough to be so close and not to be able to lift the trophy, especially at home. I had wished for it tremendously, but you know, Club America is a good team. They're very quality, technically sound, and we lost to a better opponent.
Well, you know, it's a very long season. Now we've got to, you know, regroup together, let this go now. It's been a fantastic experience, fantastic ride. Now we've got to concentrate on the league. So, you know, we're ready. It is what it is. It's football.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've seen a lot of strength in this team and a lot of depth. It's been a long journey from the beginning of this tournament, and just seeing how the squad's changed over the past year and how much adversity we've seen and how we've faced that, I think that you can expect to see the same as we go into the MLS now and really turn our focus towards that the coming weeks and the rest of the year.
David, I could take a look at the guys taking down the set. There's confetti everywhere. What a great moment it was for Montreal. Great moment for the organization. What's your one takeaway from tonight?
Well, listen, Andres Romero, when he scored that goal, to see the 61,000 fans completely lose their mind and see the electricity in this building, that'll be my takeaway. And to see that the Montreal Impact have a future and to see how good they could be and scary for the MLS season.
Won't be easy. Definitely my moment would have probably been Mr. Saputo taking a look around. I remember him clearly looking around and seeing 61,000. Build it, and they will come, as they say. What a great moment it was for the Montreal Impact. As always, we invite you to join us on our social networks at facebook.com/RBTL Sports, as well as on Twitter at RBTL Sports. On behalf of David Hurley and myself, thanks for joining us right here on RBTL Overtime. We'll see you next time.